So it was day one at Microsoft Ignite, Monday the 4th, and it's now late in the afternoon, and we've had all of the big announcements for today. But yesterday was most people's first day at Ignite. Myself and Sigi went to the Practical 365 party, didn't we?
Yes, Steve. Well, we invited all the writers we had on our blog for the last year. And remember, it's the first year that we are technical editors. Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, and we also had good food and excellent special people there, such as Jeff Milev or Tony Redmond or Paul Robichaud. So this was an awesome party, wasn't it, Steve?
Absolutely, and of course, don't forget you were there as well. We had a big team there. So yeah, thank you to the editorial team for helping organise that amazing party. It was absolutely great. And if you're thinking about writing for Practical 365, then sorry, a Tony Redmond appeared. There's Tony Redmond's in the shot, just to the side. Come here, Tony.
Hi, Steve.
No, he's not. He's not going on the camera. He's not going. He's not part of the site. But you could meet him if you come to our party next year. So where were we? So we had the big keynotes this morning, and the first keynote was Satya talking about, of course, like he did last year, tech intensity. So that's the big theme that's running for the second year in a row. But the exciting stuff came with the Microsoft 365 keynotes. So we saw Jared Spataro talking about some of the big announcements for Teams.
Yes, so I think the biggest one that I think is basically the private channels. Yeah, that have been announced today for general availability. Yeah, so soon you're going to be able, within a team, you can create private channels with a subset of the members of the team. Yeah, so you can restrict that the people to access a channel within a team.
Yeah, absolutely. So just today on the All About 365 podcast, there's a load of detail on that, and of course we'll be writing more about it on the site itself. Stop it, Tony. He just can't help himself. Tony Redmond might seem serious, but he's quite a fun guy and a bit old too. So yes, private channels, as Sigi says, a subset of the team. And for every private channel you create, it creates a new site collection and document library. So it's quite an interesting thing when it comes to information architecture in Teams itself. So one to watch and one to look into. Another key thing that people have really been excited about internally within Microsoft is popping out chats. So if you're having a chat with somebody and then you join a meeting, you want to carry on that chat, you can pop out a chat and just carry that on, just like you could in Skype for Business. So a great new feature, and gives us more of that feature parity that we have with Skype for Business inside Microsoft Teams. And what else did we have? We had...
Well, you can mention Yammer integration into the Teams client. Yeah, so there's going to be a big integration of Yammer in the client, so you can directly access it. But not only in the Teams client, it's also integrated or will be integrated into Over and Outlook. So you can directly access or convert channels or conversations from Yammer or from Outlook into Yammer. Yeah. So or into Teams, for example, and that's also a big thing. Yeah. So you have an email conversation that you want to further enhance the discussion in Teams. You can just move it from there.
Yeah, and one big change is groups are being renamed to communities. So the communities feature inside Yammer is replacing groups. So there's a big, clear delineation between what's a team and what's a community as well. So there's a real sort of purpose for that inner loop and outer loop. And it's been rebuilt from the ground up, so it's built on that proper Microsoft 365 platform, the proper identity model, the proper back end for compliance as well. Those are all the new things coming. And of course, it gets a new front end for when you're looking at it as well. So it's going to be modernized. So we're finally seeing some of those modifications, some of those new features that we've been waiting for really for years inside Yammer. So it's really, really good stuff. And of course, we'll be writing more about some of those new features pretty soon. And Brad Anderson also had some new functionality coming as well, where System Center and Intune are going to become part of the same product. So that's going to mean that you can manage your applications. You'll be able to bring in things like desktop analytics as well and find out more about your applications. Microsoft will even help you fix applications that don't work. And alongside that, there's Teams functionality for Microsoft Managed Meetings, where your meeting room devices with Microsoft Teams groups can be managed through that same service as well. So some really big, exciting announcements. Yeah.
But we also had some exciting Outlook announcements, didn't we, Steve? Yeah, one was, for example, the natural language recognition, as well as basically you can listen to your emails in the future, yeah, and you can respond by speech using Cortana to your emails. For example, you can modify your meeting appointments because you're on the road, which is absolutely a fantastic thing. Yeah, and I think I'm gonna go to the exchange booth, yeah, because they have like a bike, a spinning bike, where you really can test how to speak to your mailbox. Yeah.
I just want to say though, in Exchange on premises, when you set up the UM role, you could dial in, and you could listen to your emails, and you could rearrange your meetings. So it's good to see that they brought an old feature back.
Absolutely, yeah, you're so right, Steve. Yeah. And I guess, tomorrow there's the exchange session, so we will have more announcements tomorrow there. Yeah, and probably you will hear from us tomorrow, definitely, about what they taught us on that.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're going to talk more in the morning about some of the sessions that we've attended today. So you can hear about some of the things that if you're at Ignite and you want to watch the repeat sessions, or of course, if you're watching at home and you want to catch some of the sessions that you haven't seen yet and you want some of our recommendations, we'll tell you which ones we thought were really good.